That's really funny how I just love, especially when we're in the same frequency, because the next card up, new moon in Aquarius, we are in the new age of Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. I don't know how well I'm focusing, so bring love. Bring love into the situation. And I want to say to you guys right now that that has been the Pleiadians message for me for the last several weeks is bring love into the situation, no matter what it is. Um, they invite us to to open our heart and bring love into every situation, no matter who it is, what the circumstances, what you perceive is being done to you by another person. Um, the essence of their message is to literally these people see people from a complete place of love, and we have heard this from all of the master teachers. We invite you to examine, especially in your most uncomfortable moments, the individual before you, which is simply a reflection of you. Examine the individual before you from a place of love, from down to the minutia. Take a moment, especially to someone who completely annoys and aggravates you, because simply that is a judgment against ourselves being reflected back to us, of course, all of us in every dimension. And as we assist you in guiding you to open your hearts more fully, we ask you to explore these reflections of you in a more microscopic way. Take a very close look at this individual in your mind's eye or physically, whatever the comfort level is in that now. But at every opportunity, see them as a creation, as if you would, from a neutral perspective of, as if you're looking at a sculpture, a flower, um, an animal. But when we look at the human, and when you're examining the minutia, look at their ears and the differences and the perfections and the uniqueness of your ears. Look at their hair. What do they see when they look in the mirror in the morning? Do they see the love in their own eyes when they look in the mirror? Do they feel loved and valued and supported? Do you? Look closely at the threads and the jewelry, the colors that they're wearing, how they express themselves. How do you express yourself? Take a close look at their hands and what those hands accomplish every day. Look at the buttons, the zippers, the fabric. What are they wearing? It's your reflection. This is your version of them. You're creating your version. Every stitch, every thread, every color is your creation. Can you see the beauty in that? If you were looking at yourself wearing those clothes, looking at that reflection in the mirror, can you see the love? Can you feel the love for that person that annoys you so much? Would you prefer them to be not in your reality? As soon as you love them, they become a part of you. And you see that they are a part of all that is, and you are a part of all that is. And they are simply your reflection. What are they showing you? What are they teaching you? Thank them. Look at their eyes and their nose and all of the parts of them that you created. How do you feel when you look at a distance? What do you see? What do you feel? And why? Why? What is the reflection to you? For they are you. Can you see and feel them as you feel the bird? Can you begin to understand them from their perspective, which is just simply another version of your perspective? As all in creation is simply a perspective. You are creating that perspective right now, every now, and every perspective is necessary. Every perspective is Source itself, God itself, creating itself, seeing itself through your eyes. When you begin to explore everything you see as your creation, even this channel, every speck of dust is for her to explore everything all of you create is simply for you to explore more and more of who you are by your response to the reflection. What is your response to the reflection? And how can you explore it from a new space and a new place of love? For that is how you change your reality. That is how you change your frequency. That is how you become in the frequency of a more consistent state of love, where more and more and more become available to you, accessible to you. But because you're realizing you're creating it all, you're creating it all. Moment by moment, you design it. You play poker in the night and you act it out in the day. You lay out the blueprint, you laugh, you party. All those reflections that you don't prefer, all those annoying things and people, you're all having a party. Right next door, you're having another party. And then you wake up and you play the game. Remember the party. It's time to remember the party. once you remember the joy, when you see the party in that person, when you see that they are your creation, your reflection, and source seeing itself through all these reflections, there's nothing outside of creation, the snow globe of creation, of which you all float around, of which we all float around. There is nothing that's not within creation that is accessible. Look with love. Live from love. Explore from love. Cook and clean and be from love. It has taken a while for this channel to allow those messages to come through in this way, for she completely understands this is simply a reflection of her. We are a collective of her own consciousness playing with her, with you. Exploring all the everyday annoyances with her as she decides how she's going to respond to those reflections. And see these annoyances from a place of joy, right along with all of you. We are all, all creators of our own reality. And we are in great, great bliss and joy. In interacting and connecting with all of you as we, all of us, have taken this joy ride before. And we're in complete joy to ride again with you, all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey! Wow, what just happened?